you so much for taking some time out of your day to spend with me. This is Joy, and I hope that your week is off to a positive start. I wanted to talk to you today about one of the narcissist's epic failures. That's right, it is an epic failure. And this is when the narcissist attempts to erase the identity of the super empath. Like, hello, you cannot strip somebody's DNA. You cannot erase somebody's fingerprints. That has been established by God. But because these creatures, just like their father, are so prideful, they really think that they can do whatever they want, and it is so. Well, epic failure right there. But narcissists really do try to strip your identity so that you do not see yourself for who you truly are. Before I even go any further, I want to say that according to Genesis 1:26, you have been created in the image and likeness of God. Who on earth can erase that? Not a single person. So when they come and tell you that you are a tool, that you are an appliance, the devil is a liar. And that is that spirit of pride trying to erase God's identity of his children. They cannot do that. Narcissists are prideful creatures just like their father. They take on his characteristics. And just like their father, they are empty and they are shallow. They have no clue who they are. Because when you abandon yourself, who do you become? You become anything. You are easily tossed to and fro. The wind can blow you here and there, and it doesn't matter because you don't have anything that anchors your soul. There is no personal constitution within you because you are an empty shell. They don't know their true identity and they want to make you like them. They believe that if they siphon your soul, they'll have a glimpse on how to be somebody so that they can garner more narcissistic supply. So they use deception. They lie, pathological liars. That is one of the fundamental things that make them who they are. The devil, the enemy, he is the father of all lies. When he speaks, he's lying, and that is his mother tongue. That is his language. Hello. When a narcissist speaks, that is their language. So when they call you a tool, when they call you an appliance, when they say that you are used goods, the devil is speaking its mother tongue. You know, one thing about pride is that it's closely related to fear. And this reminds us that narcissists are in fact cowards. The mere fact that they would not even take the time to say, you know what, enough is enough. Let me do this hard work and face my demons. Let me expel these demons out of me so that I can come into who I truly am, so I can experience my authentic identity. It's too much work. And the whole process of expelling those demons can be intimidating to an empty shell. And so they would rather just cower and try to harass somebody who's about what they're about, who knows who they are. Like, come on now. Do not be deceived. The narcissist in thinking that they have the ability to erase your identity, one of the primary things that they do is they try to come into the life of their targets and make themselves a god. Lies. They are no god. But what they want really when they are trying to play the role of savior and to have you set them on a pedestal in your heart, they want you to elevate them above God's position in your life, so that now you can fall into the sin of worshiping a false god. No, they are just raggedy, dusty behinds. They are swamp creatures. They are nobody's savior. Never in the history of the universe has a narcissist ever saved anybody from anything. I've never heard of a sociopath or a psychopath genuinely saving somebody from something catastrophic or even something small with genuine intentions. It doesn't happen. and it is never going to happen. They package the truth as a lie. The truth is that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are made in the image of the Most High God. The mind of Christ is upon you. You are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. You are a lender and not a borrower. You are blessed in the city and you are blessed in the field. And the narcissist would come and dare to say, well, it's these codependents that are trying to make themselves feel like they are better than somebody. No, we are coming in the volume of what was written about us in the book of life, and they can't stand it. And you have got to recognize this for what it is. Do not allow them to strip your identity in your home, at your workplace, wherever you encounter these creatures. Hold steadfast to who God says that you are. They send forth their flying monkeys to support these toxic lies, these demonic lies. Let's just call it for what it is. And they form troops and bandwagons and cults to gather more people and make themselves feel special and play gods within these cults. Be careful. They're so sneaky and cunning about how they go about doing what they do. When we consider the path that we take in life, we have two choices. We can go down the wide road and we can go down the narrow path. And I know biblically or correct theology would speak to this being the one road leads to destruction as into hell, the other one leads to life as in heaven. But we can also take it in the context of our own healing, in our own journey. There is a wide path that may seem like this is where I need to go because what I'm hearing here tingles my ears and it soothes my soul and it feels good. But be careful. These creatures will try to erase your soul. They will try to erase your identity so that they can feel good about who they are. There's a narrow path. You may not find many people going down that path, but that's the path. And the importance of the narrow path is that it allows you to reflect on yourself. It allows you to get closer to your maker. And it allows you to experience divine deliverance and healing. This is the path that sets you free. I can't say this enough. Be very careful at whose table you are eating at. In your journey of healing, not everybody is for you. You don't go to 100 different pastors to pray over you. You don't allow 100 different pastors to prophesy over your life. You don't allow 100 different pastors to lay hands on you. But if you have the awareness and you are fully in tune and you absolutely agree that this is a spiritual battle, don't play with your spiritual journey. You cannot eat at everybody's table. I hope you get what I'm saying. Guard your heart. Out of it flow the issues of life, even in your journey of healing. The narcissist will always attempt to erase the superpath's identity to allow themselves to feel more important. And this is just another example of their grandiose behavior. They have got to lift themselves up, but they can only do that by stepping on you and decreasing and trying to diminish who you are. No, super empath. You are not who a narcissist says that you are. You are who God says that you are. And so I want to encourage you, and I'm so serious about this, to be mindful about what you allow people to speak over your life. Even if it's you just hearing in passing that narcissists call their targets tools, don't come into agreement with that. Never come into agreement with anything that seats you on a lower level than where God placed you. You are fashioned and formed in divinity. The mind of Christ is upon you. Listen, when the mind of Christ is upon you, that means that God he had plans so big for your life that he had to bring you into the earth realm That's how important you are. And you think some worker of iniquity can come and diminish who God says you are? Epic failure. It will never work. The super empath will continue to soar because they have an agenda. They have an assignment that comes from one that is much higher and forever eternally superior than the one who sent the narcissist.